Qpilot is the first AI-based automation mobile platform that Pcloudy has been launched, and we're the first in the market to support both mobile as well as web applications process. So let's take a look at in live how you can test your application. So I have a sample application that I have uploaded to my cloud drive. So it's one of our e-commerce based applications where I can order certain products. I can provide the relevant app case and the app activity, which is something which you can get it from your app developers. Let me define the name of it, and for the feature file, I have just provided sample test case where I can just provide the description in detail. So this description is something where you can capture it in simple English language. It's a natural language, right? So which you provide as an input to the Qpilot. So then Qpilot takes into action. It will start understanding the description that you have provided, and then it will try to execute. So let's see it in live. So I'll just go ahead and then save it. Maybe I'll just provide a name to my test. For example, test case _1. Save it, and then I'll go ahead and then generate the script. So once I generate the script, now this is when wherein the AI, the Qpilot comes into picture. It analyzes the application and also reads the descriptions, whatever input that we have provided in simple English language. It reads it and then gets inside the DOM structure of the application. It locates the element by using various different agents. So there are various different agents within the Qpilot, as Avinash mentioned in the slide. So we use the agentic AI approach, so which is intelligent enough, understands the various different the interpretations and the reasoning around it, and it starts working. So while you're creating your automation script for the first time, so while you're generating, it takes a little bit of time. That's because at the backend, it's getting inside your application, understanding the DOM structure, validating each and every description that you have provided within the script, and it locates the expert and it does perform each and different action. So as you can see, it has launched the application, and then you can also see the real-time update about the action that is being performed. Right. So the first step has been completed, where it went ahead and then clicked on allow option, and now it's looking for the other option. So it will just go ahead and then perform all the user actions that you have been provided. And and further, once the script gets generated, you can do many customization. So we will look into that once the script is generated. So we'll just go with the flow. Let's wait for a few more seconds, and once the execution gets completed, we are good to talk about it. Right. So it can be implemented, as Avinash mentioned in earlier slides, right? So across different within a different part of within your testing cycle. So it will start by creating your test cases across web and mobile, and even you can analyze the test executions. Once the execution gets over, you can deep dive into your execution. Once the execution gets over, you can look into the results, how the impact has done, what is the application, what are all the different errors. So it does all that bit while the execution is happening. And so once the execution gets over, we will also show you, talk about the reports, how the report gets generated. We will deep dive into the report, so where it captures all the key metrics, which talks about your test logs, the device logs, the APM session logs, along with the session video. So all that will be captured, which is part of analyzing your test results, right? So so we are almost there. We just few steps away. Once this gets completed, we can get into the execution mode and see how we can execute this on multiple language support. All right, so now I think we are pretty much there. So let me have a look at the steps where it is right now. Yeah, just 2 more steps. So once these steps are completed, I think we are good to get into the execution mode. So it pretty much happens seamless. So as I mentioned, it's very much technological agnostic, be it any applications or be it any complex scenarios. It's intelligent enough to get inside your application, and based on the interpretations and the reasonings and based on the models that we have been used, so it can help you provide the scripts. So so the execution has been, the script generation has been completed successfully. Now I'll just switch to the Qpilot dashboard. All right, so here is my dashboard. So here is my suite, different the suites that I've already created. I'll get into the one which I've created. So this is the one. Yeah. Right. So let's take a look at it. Right. So feature name, the app details are provided, and also the description. And then if we get into in detail the generated script. So as you can see, the script has been generated flawlessly. So without any much effort, even writing without a single line of code, I was able to just provide the description and capture the code. Right. So, and we do support multi language support. So as you can see, this is in the JavaScript, but we do also support in multiple languages, like even Python, and we are going to add few more languages in our upcoming update. So look forward for more language support that keeps coming in our new updates. And so the automation engineers or the QA engineers can deep dive, understand the code. If they want to copy this snippet, they can take it to their existing IDEs. They can understand, they can just review the code. Instead of writing the code, they can just review the code which is generated by the Qpilot, and then maybe if they want to add certain logics, all that can be done, but it's been taken care by the Qpilot itself. And so as I said, it's in the multi-language support. So now the script is generated, you can go ahead and then execute it. So let me just go ahead and then execute. So I'll just trigger it now. So once I trigger, you'll be notified that the execution has been begun. And I can get into the live session now. So the execution has been begun. So my active session is the place where you can actually monitor your live session, right? So this will help you. You can actually take a look at what really happening in the action, right? So once I get the session, I'll be able to show it. So it has connected. So this is my session. I can also get into the live action mode. All right, so now the device has been connected. So now let's sit back and relax and see how the execution takes place. I can just sit and see the execution, how it has been performing. So so the execution has been started. So execution will be quite faster. I mean, only the script generation time is little more because of the Qpilot and the various different interpretations and reasoning that we bring in. So the execution will be flawless. You can also execute on multiple devices at the same time. So for example, if you want to execute the same script on multiple devices, so you can execute on different devices. You can also choose the device on which you want to execute. And not just that, we can also integrate this with the CI/CD. For example, if you're looking to integrate with your existing CI/CD, so that's something which we will be integrating it very soon in our couple of releases. So we will have those updates very soon. That's been added to our product. All right, so keep watch on our updates. So that will have more enhancements towards the Qpilot. So now the execution was successful, and once the execution is completed, you may get into the report, provide reports, comprehensive reports, which will talk about all the detailed metrics where we are capturing all the test logs. And so this is the place where you can get inside the metrics. You can get into the performance progressive report. Right, so just for the benefit of the time, I have already shown one report, so wherein you can get to see the details of your build that you have just run. So it talks about the status of your execution, the duration it has taken, and all the device details, and then followed by all the key parameters, which include logs, so all the key key parameters in terms of it captures all the test logs, device logs. So this is something it'll take some time, while the execution is just happened, and also the APM logs. So this will help you analyze if there are any specific issues or any specific errors, and you want to deep dive, understand what was the issue, so you can get into it. App filing, so this is more on providing the key performance metrics in terms of the CPU, memory, and the battery. So right now this is something which is there in our existing functional testing platform, but on the Qpilot, this is something where we will go and update very soon. So this will be something where we will have our update in our upcoming releases. And plus, we also have a session video. Session video will be taking you through all the detailed action that you have been performed. The Qpilot has executed on the script. So that's something which you can have a look at it. You may further download in case if you wanna just download it on your machines. And these reports are pretty much shareable. So you may share the report. So you can copy share. You can create a quick link that can be shared across different stakeholders. Your maybe different personas across different organizations, even with your leadership team, just to have a quick look about the report.